Hi everyone, it's Professor Hall. Welcome to week 15 of the Harlem Renaissance. So this week you're going to be writing the first part of your essay. You're going to choose one of the prompts for the essay, taking into consideration the criticism that you took notes on last week. Then you'll write the first portion of the paper, creating a thesis regarding the interpretation of the text and writing the first part of your essay using quotations from the text and secondary sources to support your thoughts. So a couple of things here. Number one, don't just summarize the book. I've read it. I'm not interested in what happens. I know what happens. I'm interested in your interpretation and analysis. This is the number one problem I find people run into, that they choose a prompt and then they just tell me plot points. That's not what you're doing. You are explaining why things happen, how things happen, what the critics say, whether or not you agree with the critics, what you think is the why, the how, beyond just the what, right? The second thing is, please make sure that you do not overquote. Sometimes people fall into a trap of having super long block quotations. No, for the length of paper that you're doing, your quotes should only be 1 to 2 lines on the page. You can take words out, you can modify quotes, you can give a paraphrase. I have a link for you in the announcement itself on modifying quotes that can help with that. If you have, if you turn in your first part of your paper and it has long quotes, your similarity score on turning it is going to be super high, and I'm going to be like, why is it so high? And it's probably because you overquoted. So, having said all of that, please note, I basically set up this week so that you could get a jump start in your paper, to give you a little bit of extra time for questions, concerns, that kind of thing. It's the same reason I had you guys look just at the criticism last week, right? It gives you a little bit of a jump start. Having said that, while you're going to receive a grade for this assignment, I can't guarantee that I'll be able to read and comment on everybody's work before you do the full paper. I have 6 classes, at least 20 people per class. That's 120 people that are all turning things in during this week and next week, right, during finals. So please take that into consideration. If you do email me asking me for advice on your paper, I might be able to give you some, but for the most part, I'm going to try to look at these and see if I can give you a little bit of feedback before you do the whole thing. For the most part, that's why we did practice on other things. We looked at Zora Neale Hurston, we looked at County Cullen and Langston Hughes, and on those weeks in particular, we kind of focused on writing literary argument and working with some criticism, and hopefully you learned from that you can apply to this essay. So, as such, I'll do what I can, but I really recommend that you take advantage of the free writing tutoring that the college provides. We have appointments available online and in person in Learning Commons for the Writing Center. So for this week, you have an optional lecture, again, on writing literary arguments. If you need the extra help, the lecture is there for you. And then you have the checkpoint on your final project, which is the beginning part of your essay. So that's it. I look forward to reading your work. If you have any questions or concerns, you can email me at any point. Thanks, everyone.